Live at 5.
You know, housing in Duluth is hard, right, for all of us. Well, imagine being pregnant and not having the resources you need, so it's even harder.
A local organization is making sure mothers in need have a safe place to go. Plus, prepping witnesses and taking the stand, how a Minnesota law school is using a high-profile case to teach future lawyers. And mining and electric vehicles are colliding at the U.S. Capitol, causing debate between a local congressman and the Biden administration.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. In just the last hour or so, President Joe Biden and Attorney General Merrick Garland have laid out the administration's next steps in gun and violent crime prevention. We'll have more on this story coming up in just a few minutes. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Tonight, new moms in need here in Duluth still have a place to call home. That's after the community came together, raising thousands of dollars for the Star of the North maternity home to find a new space. CBS3's Abigail Smith spoke with the Northland organization that's now shifting into a new phase of their mission to help local mothers.
Duluth's Star of the North maternity home knows how important it is to help homeless mothers find a sense of security and safety.
You know, housing in Duluth is hard, right, for all of us. Well, imagine being pregnant and not having the resources you need, so it's even harder.
Our chair, Sue McLernan, has been one of the team members creating a warm and welcoming space for Northland mothers for the past 2 years. Along with housing, they also offer education opportunities for moms, something volunteer Andrea Babinski wants to keep contributing to.
We just love being part of it and having the safe home for the moms to come when they're pregnant and just showing love to them.
But these new moms almost lost that safe space. After Star of the North maternity home's lease was up, they needed financial support to find another house for their program, which they found with the community's help, raising $90,000.
This community has stepped up as we did need money. This market is more difficult and challenging to find a house, and we needed money. We started our capital campaign in December, and we surpassed our goal and actually got exactly what we needed.
Architects, realtors, and movers all came together to find the right space for the organization to house and help struggling mothers.
I relate to that, and I have a heart for what they're going through, and I just love the difference that Star of the North is making here and providing that safe place for women who might not have the safe space at home.
Wednesday marks their moving day, and all involved are grateful for the chance to continue their work.
The new house will have a big yard for the kids to enjoy. McLernan says they've helped 16 new moms over the past 2 years, but she says there's a much bigger need than that. They've had more than 70 women apply in that same time frame. If you or someone you know needs their help, we have the Star of the North Maternity Home's contact information on our website. Looking ahead, we're just 2 days out from Derek Chauvin's sentencing. The former Minneapolis police officer was convicted of murder and manslaughter in George Floyd's death earlier this year. While the world waits to learn the judge's decision Friday afternoon, Twin Cities law students have spent the semester learning from Chauvin's trial. John Radson teaches at Mitchell Hamlin School of Law in St. Paul. His class is called Advanced Criminal Law, Cops as Defendants. Topics have included how to prep expert witnesses, the merits of putting Chauvin on the stand, the defense's strategy, and more.
There are a lot of legal skills that they can glean from this case because they had a lot of good lawyers in that courtroom.
As we mentioned, Chauvin's sentencing will start at 1:30 Friday afternoon. State sentencing guidelines call for Chauvin, who has no prior criminal history, to face a minimum of 12.5 years in prison. That's for his most serious charge of second-degree murder. But the judge has already ruled there were aggravating factors in this case, which increases his possible sentence to up to 40 years. President Biden is announcing new steps to control gun violence as crime surges in the nation's cities. Natalie Brand explains the plan.
Across U.S. cities, big and small, there's rising concern over a spike in crime.
We can't sit in our homes and watch TV without gun violence.
The White House says homicides rose 30% last year, a trend the president called unacceptable.
Crime is historically rises during the summer. And as we emerge from this pandemic, with the country opening back up again, A traditional summer spike may even be more pronounced than it usually would be.
The Biden administration is laying out a plan to take aim at gun violence, announcing a new DOJ zero-tolerance policy in which the ATF will revoke licenses of gun dealers if they willfully violate gun laws.
We will hold gun dealers that break the rules accountable for their actions.
The administration says the Treasury Department will also allow impacted communities to use funds from the recently passed American Rescue Plan to go towards law enforcement hiring, overtime, and prevention programs.
And the plan includes expanding summer programming and employment opportunities for teenagers and young adults.
We must get to the bottom of how these crimes are being committed.
Mayor Daniela Levine Cava of Miami-Dade County was one of the city leaders invited to the White House Wednesday to discuss strategies for stopping the violence.
Who knows the exact reasons, but we know that we can address it, and we must and we will.
The spike in crime has also become a tense political issue as the debate over police reform continues on Capitol Hill and in communities nationwide. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Back here at home, Duluth police need your help tracking down an armed robbery suspect. Police released these surveillance photos today. They believe this is the person who robbed Saudi Smoke Shop at gunpoint and ran off with an unknown amount of cash. That happened around 11:40 yesterday morning. Now police are still searching for that suspect. If you know who this person is, you should contact police. That number is on your screen. It's also on our website. Minnesota regulators have fined a Wisconsin-based company for a pipeline worker's death. In December, authorities say 45-year-old Jorge Villafuerte III was checking a list of materials at the Enbridge Energy Line 3 site near Hill City. He was standing behind an industrial forklift when it backed over him, leading to his death. State regulators cited and fined Precision Pipeline $25,000 for what they call a serious safety violation. Precision Pipeline is contesting the citation. No word on what exactly that violation is. In some mining news tonight, Congressman Pete Stauber wants materials to build electric vehicles to be mined here rather than overseas. Congressman Pete Stauber says the Iron Range is the perfect place to find those metals, being that it's the largest copper-nickel deposit in the nation. But a new report from Reuters claims the White House wants them to be mined in other countries. Stauber questioned Interior Secretary Deb Haaland about that during a hearing at the nation's capital today. Haaland followed that up by saying she feels the Biden administration has the proper review process in place and will make the right decision about where to mine these minerals. We'll hear from Congressman Stauber coming up tonight on the CBS3 News at 6. But first, Peter joins us for a quick check of the weather. Nice warm-up today, huh?
Yeah, very nice warm-up today. Temperatures in the 80s, mostly sunny skies overhead for a good portion of the day today. But that's about to change as we head through the rest of this evening. But first, take a look at these high temperatures that we were able to get to all across the region. Most of us made it to the 80s, except for with the exception of the far North Shore, where they were stuck in the 70s as well as the 60s because we had that south wind in place. A little bit of a lake breeze up there. But the rest of us made it into the low to mid-80s. Currently for us here in Duluth, we're looking at 81 degrees. We have a south-southwest wind in place at 17 miles per hour. And temperatures elsewhere across the region right now, most of us are still sitting in that 80-degree mark, but we're going to begin to cool things down a little bit as these showers and thunderstorms begin to enter the picture right now. As you can see on satellite and radar right now, thunderstorms just beginning to enter the far northwestern portion of the satellite and radar viewing area right now. But as we head through the rest of the night, those storms are going to work their way south and east, and we'll begin to see storms fire up here in the Twin Ports as well. Some of those could be strong to severe in nature. I'll break it all down coming up. Kristen?
All right, thanks, Peter. Still to come on Live at 5, Pints with a Purpose. Fundraisers in Hibbing and Grand Rapids this week. More on where those funds will go as we take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Always Toyota SUVs.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on many of your favorite Toyota models. Toyota, let's go places.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs, including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Veterans and their families make special sacrifices to preserve our freedom, including time away from loved ones. They face unique challenges reintegrating into civilian society and often sustain trauma from time in the service. If you are a veteran, you and your family can receive customized support through the core program at Lutheran Social Service of Minnesota. Services can strengthen your personal finances and mental health, create housing stability, and support caregivers. To learn more, call us or visit us online. Thank you for your service. We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
Storm damage happens, and when it does, turn to Peak Construction Roofing, the Northland storm damage experts. Peak simplifies the process for you every step of the way. With our skilled technicians, we quickly survey the situation to determine the best course of action. We offer insurance claims assistance to eliminate insurance confusion. Plus, we offer free storm damage inspections. Call Peak today to set up your free storm damage inspection, and let us take care of you.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that. Woo!
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Dear Exit Strategy. All your pieces are in place. Always Toyota SUVs.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on many of your favorite Toyota models. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over Duluth tonight as the city is gearing up for another big weekend when the air show takes flight this Saturday and Sunday. Peter will be in with this week's full forecast and to let us know if the weather will cooperate for the air show in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. A museum in Superior is reopening and a campground in Big Falls is celebrating expansion and improvements. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Hibbing, where coming up on Friday night, they are hosting a Pint with a Purpose, a fundraiser. It's hosted at Boomtown, and the event will feature a $10 raffle for prizes like a weekend getaway in Duluth, including a dinner at Belicio's, a round of golf, and gift cards to several other local amenities. The fundraiser will be for MDI, a local company that provides training and full-time jobs to those with disabilities. Tomorrow, Rapids Brewing in Grand Rapids will also be hosting a Pint with a Purpose event. Next, we head to Superior, Wisconsin, where the Police and Fire Museum is hosting a grand reopening this week. Tomorrow, from 4 to 7, the Old Firehouse and Police Museum will be hosting an event featuring many chamber members and other community figures. It's also a chance to see the 1919 LaFrance fire engine donated by the Ely Fire Department. Normally, the museum is open Thursday through Sunday. And we wrap up in Big Falls, Minnesota, where tonight the community is hosting a special celebration. Festivities started at 4 and will run until 6 o'clock tonight to celebrate the grand opening of a new regional campground. A few years ago, the park received designation as a Greater Minnesota Regional Park, and they were awarded $1.2 million to expand and upgrade from the Minnesota Parks and Trails Legacy Grant Program. Changes and improvements include 11 new campsites and a new restroom, shower, and housing and visitor center. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. And still to come on Live at 5, how the pandemic inspired a new restaurant that is opening up in Canal Park. We have the details in just a few minutes.
And storms are just beginning to enter the picture across the Northland right now, and that will continue throughout the night tonight. I'll break down any severe threats that we'll see coming up in just a bit.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Would you like to lose a pound of fat a day?
You know, everyone just treats me a little bit differently, a little bit better. You know, and I feel more comfortable in social situations.
Before, when I walked by a mirror, I would duck. I wouldn't look. Now it's like, who's that girl?
Order online or call today for a free consultation.
I'm Dr. Zan Corville. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at St. Luke's. Dealing with foot and ankle pain, it can be debilitating because these are complicated joints. And so there's different ways to manage each of these problems. Most can be treated without surgery. I'm a busy mom with 2 young children. We try to do things as a family that we can all enjoy. I love being part of a team and working as an orthopedist to help people return to athletics or getting people back on their feet so they have less pain for daily living.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
The Lakota Ray Ojibwe College, providing Anishinaabe communities with post-secondary and continuing education while advancing the language, culture, and history of the Ojibwe. Online applications for spring enrollment are at lco.edu.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
I lost a ton of weight, 93 pounds. I feel good. I look good. 75 days on the program. I've lost 53 pounds, 41 and a half inches. You're not hungry.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Northwest Outlet is your ARE truck topper headquarters.
Northland mothers are getting a new home. More details tonight.
Coming up tonight, a new tourist attraction is coming to the city of Ely.
We were warm and dry to start off the day, but we have a chance of thunderstorms to end it. All the latest tonight.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Lake Superior College.
It was warmer today than it was yesterday, and yesterday was warmer than it was on Monday, that's for sure. Today we made it to 80 degrees. No rain officially at Duluth International as of yet, but I suspect that'll probably change as we head through the rest of the night tonight. Because as you can see on satellite and radar right now, we begin to see rain showers as well as thunderstorms entering the picture right now. Not quite making it to the Minnesota border as of yet, but as we head through the rest of the night, those are going to begin to fill in even more. They're going to begin to work their way from the northwest to the southeast, probably reaching the Twin Ports, say, by 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. So here's how we're timing it out. This is the HRRR model, which stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh, which is really probably the best model at handling severe weather. So as you can see, 6 o'clock, you begin to see them entering the picture for up in Baudette towards International Falls. Then as we head through the rest of the night, you begin to see by 1 a.m., probably them beginning to fire up for us here in the Twin Ports. Then fast forward towards maybe 5, 6 a.m., that's when they begin to fire up for the UP as well as Wisconsin as well. But by 8 o'clock, we're all in the clear basically, except for some maybe leftover shower and thunderstorms activity for the UP of Michigan when you're starting off your day on Thursday. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has us under a level 2 risk for us here in the Twin Ports, so a slight risk, level 2 out of 5. The rest in that green shade is in the 1 out of 5 category. So where you see the level 2 to yellow, probably talking about more numerous severe thunderstorms, and the 1 probably talking about a little bit more scattered in nature. But here's the risks that we're looking at for tonight. Damaging winds is definitely a possibility with gusts up to 60 miles per hour, and hail up to 1 inch being a possibility as well. Right now, it doesn't look like flash flooding is going to be a huge issue. Also, no tornadoes to really talk about as well. The good news is it really doesn't last long. By tomorrow morning, we should mostly be in the clear, especially for us here in Minnesota. By 10 a.m., take a look at this. Probably talking about mostly sunny skies overhead. And by 1 p.m., I think most of us are done with the rain. Not maybe a few lingering clouds for the UP of Michigan, but I think overall Thursday, after we get rid of the rain, is shaping up to be a rather nice day. Temperatures a tad cooler in the mid and upper 70s as well. As we head towards Thursday night, those clear conditions persist once again as well. But first, your forecast for tonight. It's a rather mild night, and we're going to have those thunderstorms working their way through the region. And as I said, International Falls probably getting in the action, thunderstorm action, say within the next hour or so. For us here in the Twin Ports, say between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Temperatures fall back into the upper 50s as well as lower 60s across the region. Down Wisconsin as well as the UP, their thunderstorms begin to fire up, say, towards 2 to 6 a.m., especially for the far eastern portions towards the UP of Michigan. That's where they're going to see the thunderstorms early in the morning tomorrow morning. Once we get rid of that rain tomorrow, though, it's shaping up to be a rather nice day. Temperatures climbing into the low 80s for most of us up here in Minnesota. Tad cooler up the North Shore, once again with the south wind in place at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And we clear things out for Thursday, as I said, maybe just that leftover shower tomorrow. Friday looks good as well, and Saturday and Sunday look fabulous as well for the air show. So.
All right, well, that's good news because they're expecting a ton of people in Duluth for that.
Can't complain about sunny and 70. So.
No, you really can't. Thanks, Peter.
Yep.
Hermantown has created a new task force hoping to improve broadband for residents and businesses. The City Council has named internet access one of its top priorities for this year. They hope this 7-person team will be key in finding solutions. No word on when we can expect a final report from the task force. And here in Duluth, a new restaurant is on its way. Aaron Maloney and Alex Giuliani Jr. are opening Chacho's Taqueria in Canal Park. They plan to put their own spin on traditional Mexican food. The two owners say they had the idea during the pandemic.
Last year with the pandemic, we got both kind of displaced. Alex and I are both, professional chefs. And with all that time, we had time to think and plan for something new, and this is kind of what we came up with.
Chacho's Taqueria is expected to officially open sometime later this summer. The restaurant will start as a seasonal business with plans to expand in the future. Until construction on the restaurant is finished, the duo will be operating at various pop-up locations throughout Duluth. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies in Duluth. This is Kaiser. He's a 9-year-old German Shepherd looking for a loving home. He's looking for a home that loves to play all day and then snuggle up for the night. The shelter tells us he is friendly, playful, outgoing, and quite the talker if he needs your attention. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Kaiser, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, change may be coming to how the military deals with cases of sexual assault. We'll have more on that after the break.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Cars is your local complete auto repair service. We have a large selection of tires in stock, on-site inventory, propane fill, and U-Haul rental. We are your certified auto repair center and have curbside pickup available. Call Cars today.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota.
Our team has many years of general surgery experience and is the most experienced robotic team in the Northland. We are committed to providing the latest and best surgical techniques to you and your family.
With robotic-assisted surgery, you're likely to have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker. We offer our surgical care at multiple hospitals and surgical centers, and most insurance plans are accepted.
Learn more at mnsurgery.com or give us a call today.
Storm damage happens, and when it does, turn to Peak Construction Roofing, the Northland storm damage experts. Peak simplifies the process for you every step of the way. With our skilled technicians, we quickly survey the situation to determine the best course of action. We offer insurance claims assistance to eliminate insurance confusion. Plus, we offer free storm damage inspections. Call Peak today to set up your free storm damage inspection, and let us take care of you.
We buy old comic books, so dig them out. Your old comics might be worth more than you think. Comic Book Roadshow is coming to the Duluth area buying most vintage comics published before 1980. We're also buying original comic book art and pre-1980 toys and pre-1970 baseball cards. Sunday and Monday, June 27th and 28th. We'll be at Country Inn and Suites, 4257 Haynes Road in Duluth from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, call toll-free 888-5-COMICS. That's 888-5-COMICS. Turn those comics into cash.
World-class rodeo action returns to Spooner, Wisconsin for the 67th annual Heart of the North Rodeo, July 8th, 9th, and 10th. Some of the top cowboys and cowgirls in the United States compete for over $100,000 in prize money. Food and beverages available along with live music. Get your tickets today by calling 800-367-3306 or purchase online at SpoonerRodeo.com. July 8th, 9th, and 10th in Spooner, Wisconsin.
Everybody wants to go to Spooner Rodeo.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
The Secretary of Defense said for the first time he supports a major change in how the military handles sexual assault cases. It comes as a bipartisan group of congressional lawmakers introduce a bill that would make broader changes to the military justice system. Skylar Henry reports from Capitol Hill.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin told a House committee Wednesday he's open to a major shakeup to end what he's called the scourge of sexual assault in the military.
I fully support removing the prosecution of sexual assaults and related crimes from the military chain of command.
The change, long resisted by the Pentagon, would give independent military lawyers, not military commanders, responsibility for handling those crimes.
That is a huge, monumental step forward.
Austin's comments come as a group of bipartisan lawmakers introduced the Vanessa Guillen Military Justice Improvement and Increasing Prevention Act.
We're here today because each year 20,000 service members are sexually assaulted and another 100,000 are sexually harassed.
We should not ask our commanders at whatever level with no legal training to try felonies and sexual assaults which they do not have the capability to do.
The bill is named after Fort Hood Army specialist Vanessa Guillen, who was murdered last year by another soldier.
The system that we have now failed my sister.
Secretary Austin testified that he's also in favor of removing domestic violence cases from the chain of command, while the Vanessa Guillen Act goes even further, referring all serious crimes to independent military lawyers. Lawmakers say the broader changes are needed to combat racial injustice within the military.
In some of the services, you are up to 2.61 times more likely to be punished because you are a black service member.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has promised to bring the bill to the floor. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, testified they are not recommending to remove other felony cases from the chain of command, saying the Uniform Code of Military Justice is, quote, fundamental to the good order and discipline of the force, and the commander must have that authority.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, the new warning for parents tonight after the CDC finds a connection between vaccines and rare heart inflammation, the symptoms that parents should look out for. Plus, what today's Supreme Court ruling on free speech could mean for kids and social media. And Britney Spears speaks out what the pop star is saying as she tries to get back control of her fortune and her life. That's all tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Keep your home clean with products from Menards. Water Boss water softeners eliminate hard water, leaving you with softer skin and cleaner clothes. Right now, get 11% off all Water Boss water softeners. Now that you have soft water, keep your laundry and dishes clean with Procter & Gamble cleaning supplies. We have a great selection of top brands including Tide, Dawn, and more. All Procter & Gamble products are 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get 0% financing for 72 months on select popular Chevy SUVs. Or get 10% of MSRP cash back on most 2021 Equinox models.
You need fast, reliable internet. But it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg. Because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
people separate Duluth from the Iron Range. We're so intertwined. The Iron Range is good for Duluth, and Duluth is good for the Iron Range. We might be far up north, but we're an integral part of the state's economy and the state's history.
Kristen Vaki, reliable news for the Iron Range. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for a buck suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, we shared some good news for homeless mothers in Duluth as the community came together to help Star of the North Maternity Home get a new space of their own. The new house will have a large yard for the kids and will allow the organization to continue helping mothers in need. And coming up tonight on the CBS3 News at 6, mountain biking has started to take the land of 10,000 lakes by storm, helping local economies by bringing in millions of tourism dollars each year. Tonight, we head to Ely, where they are hoping to capitalize on the latest trend. That's your news tonight at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next. We'll see you right back here at 6.